morning, Reefers. I'm Daniel from Coralust, and today is another equipment maintenance video, and this time it's the RODI system. I just recently noticed I had low pressure and it wasn't making the daily requirements that I needed. And I thought this was because I added 2 extra DI resin filtration systems on the end of my already awesome RODI system. So I'm going to take you guys through a walkthrough and show you what it is and let you know what's going on in my system. Alright? Let's head on back. Okay, here we are in the back. This is my RODI system. And up until now it's been working flawlessly, but I just recently had a requirement for a lot of extra RODI water. And I usually keep 55 gallons on hand as my gravity fed auto top off system that works on both my sumps. But due to that extra requirement, I realized I wasn't making enough water. I thought this thing should easily fill a 55-gallon drum a day with RODI water. But then I remembered we recently had the whole water pressure system, the regulator for the house, it was leaking, so we just had that changed. So Mr. Billy Pipes is going to come over and he's going to check the pressure on our system and see what is going on. And if it is low, if the house has a little low water pressure, then he can turn it up through the regulator. And if it is fine, then I'm going to have to get a booster pump, because I would like to continue running this setup and the DI up top. So I also have a solenoid, since we're talking about equipment maintenance. This solenoid at the top relieves the pressure of my system. I also have a float at the top of the 55-gallon drum. And that shuts off the water flow in there so it doesn't ever overflow. But without that solenoid, the filtration system would remain pressurized. And I just don't like that, and it's not safe. If you ever had a leak or something, you'll spill water everywhere. So I have that set up to shut off. But when I tested the solenoid, the pressure was really, really low on it. It wasn't opening all the way. So now I have the solenoid removed, which is why you see this extra hose coming out right now. I just bypassed everything because I needed water so bad. I had to make RODI water. And then to speed things up on top of that, I also added this little pump. These things are wonders, man. These aqua lifters, I use them for everything. And it just gave me a little extra pressure. But I just turned off the power so you guys could hear better, so I don't have my aqua lifter running at the moment. But just to see how quickly it would make water, I put this in this bucket in the trash can. So if I did spill anything, I don't have a giant leak anywhere, which is pretty awesome. And if you see my other video on the water alarms, these things are awesome. If any water spills on the ground, you just set one of these wherever you're working and it'll automatically alert you. So I will give you guys a more thorough tour later after I go through this system one more time. But that noise you hear, I just turned back on the pump, and that is my air stone at the top. I use it to help circulate the water in there because I want it completely sanitary, and I really don't want any openings or closing, any like pumps that I have to clean. So I just have a air line going all the way in. So, which I have knocked that off, so that's why it's vibrating like that. So you can hear my solenoid buzzing. So it's about time I do a little tear down, cleaning, and replace every filter, even though I just replaced these on October 20th. So they don't last me long because I make a lot of water. That's why I had to just add another 55-gallon drum. So these are my 2 DIs, color changing resin. Love these things. Great for any DI kit. And this thing should kick back on in a few minutes and start putting out a little more water. But that's it at the moment. So thank you guys for watching. Until next time, happy reefing.